Well, welcome back for another episode of SNG Now. We've had another terrific week. As always, we love it here. We love doing all this stuff. And, well, we just got this in. Yeah. So it's been 50 years in the making, and I finally got this, and we're going to do an in-depth build on our Patreon subscriber account for people who subscribe for $3 a month or more. You'll get to see this model built, and I'm going to scratch build an interior for it, both for the bridge or cockpit and for the hangar bay. So this is going to be cool, and of course I'm going to light it up. I even considered lighting up the engines, but I went, nah, they never did that in the movie. So also I have been working on Voyager for my client, and I am doing pre-assembly, pre-painting. So I've already done the basic hull paint job on the top of the saucer section, and I've of course drilled out all the windows, painted it white inside for the best distribution of light. But I've also, if you see here, you can see how these look without any filler in them for windows, and over here using Neill acrylic from the local beauty supply store, which is the same stuff as the dental acrylic stuff. This is the clear I put in from behind, and I show you in our in-depth build video on Voyager how that's done and where to get the materials, which is basically from a beauty supply store. But you'll see how this is done and how I did it without messing up the paint. And you're probably wondering, why am I painting these sections ahead of time? I like to paint all my sections, big sections, first, do sub-assemblies, and then assemble them. So you get to see all that. George over here has been working on, just for a change, the shuttle pod, and we're putting in a new jack into this for it to mount into. And this is one of these microphone jacks that actually you could screw into. They're very, very secure, and they make a very good connection. What else have you been doing on this, George? Yeah, we put some doling spray on these so they're nice and not shiny and toy-like, even though they are toys. What else?
The interior's already in.
Oh, the interior's in? Oh yeah, that's the new interior section he made. That we had to rip out the old one to get the lights to work again, and believe it or not, these benches are in there as well, which the guy scratch built, which are amazing. So those will be going back in too. Oh, we have an X-Wing pilot. George bought me an X-Wing pilot from Shapeways, and he's been working very hard on it and doing a great job, and that's going to go inside my X-Wing. George, that's beautiful. Thank you. I mean, look, did you hand paint those?
Yeah. Very,
very good. Very, very excellent indeed. What else? So tomorrow we're going out to Yorba Linda Regional. Is it regional or state park?
Regional.
Regional park. I go out there every so often with a group of guys called LA Subron, which is a subron of the subcommittee, the oldest known and largest group of modelers who make submarines in the world, which I am proud to be a member of. And we are taking this out. We did a test of this in my friend the doctor's pool, Chris Landon, just this last weekend, because it has a new cylinder in it, and we wanted to test the whole system. It ran very, 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 very well, much better than the original system and pressure hull I had in it, and plus the lights will be working at the lake too. So we're looking really forward to running this heavy beast out at the lake. I'm also going to be running my skipjack, which is over there behind the Enterprise. And in addition to that, we're going to take a boat out too. Oh yes, there's my Revell I think it's Revell USS Skipjack, which has also been converted to radio control. So with radio controlled submarines, we can't use 2.4 gigahertz radio. So these are the type of radios, of course, I use for flying model airplanes and surface vessels, boats, tanks, cars, whatever you want to use. It doesn't work underwater. So we have to use these old style FM radios, and you see that Skipjack, and this one's marked Nautilus, and they're very old and they still work great, but the FM signal penetrates underwater. So we're charging up all these radios. This is an old original Spectrum. It's being charged up for my footy, which is a sailboat. So we're taking a sailboat out. We're going to take out some tanks. This is a British Vosper from the Vietnam War era. That was a kit, very elaborate kit that I got a while back. We got it all working again, so we're taking this out. It's the last time I ran this thing, it was so fast, it was scary. It's pretty fast, but it's got a new speed control in it and a new radio system, and so 2.4 gigahertz. So we're going to take this out, and we're also going to take out the tanks, and because I very rarely get to play with my tanks, and I have a lot of them, and this is one of my favorites. I will demonstrate it. I think this is the right radio. Wrong radio. I think this is the right radio. The dogs love these. So that's one of the toys. Now shut down the engine. And I also have a Tiger tank, which is, I'll move this. Everybody should have a Tiger tank. It's my favorite tank in World War II, just like the U-boat. The Type 7 is my favorite, and this is my Tiger with metal tracks and everything. We'll be running this. We've got a nice Panzer Commander in there, so we'll be taking this out. So we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow with radio control toys, something I don't get to do a lot. In closing, oh yes, and we will have some video of that to share with you. But in closing, I wanted to talk about Montecito and what a terrible, terrible thing that happened up there. And that we care greatly what happened. Our heart goes out to the people there, and we hope all the best for their recovery. I can't imagine going something like that. I mean, first the fires, and then the massive boulders and flood of mud coming down and running through the homes like that, and them not even having a warning about it. It was pretty upsetting. So our heart at SNG goes out to all of you. As always, we appreciate your support. We love you a whole bunch, and we'll see you again next week.